Okay, I now call our city council meeting to order. If you would be so kind to stand for our prayer, and I'll ask that Mr. Philip Horvath lead us in prayer.
Let's pray. Father God, we thank you for tonight. We thank you for the opportunity to come together and to continue to make decisions for the best interest of the city of Chipley. We ask that you guide the mayor and the council as they make these decisions, give them wisdom, and we thank you for that in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Agenda item number C is approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Moved second. Any discussion? If not, all in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. We'll move to agenda item number D, which is citizens' request. The city of Chipley welcomes you to this meeting. This is a time set aside for the citizens of Chipley to address the city council. This is not a question and answer period. It is not a political forum, nor is it a time for personal accusations and derogatory remarks to or about city personnel. If you would like to address the city council, please raise your hand to speak. State your name and address for the record and limit your comments to no more than 3 minutes per the Florida Statute 286.0114. To ask a question via the phone, dial *9 and wait to be recognized, then unmuted. If you're attending via webinar, there will be an on-screen option to ask a question during the public comment portion of the meeting. Your participation is welcomed and appreciated. Is there anyone here in the audience? Is there anyone online? If not, then we'll move to agenda item number E, which is the approval of minutes. There are 6 set of minutes for the month of September.
I move that we accept them all.
Second.
Moved second. Any discussion about the minutes? If not, all in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. We'll move to agenda item number F, which is our department reports. We have received reports in advance, so that's given us some time to review them. The first one is Attorney Jordan's report. Is there any question for Attorney Jordan? Attorney Jordan, do you have anything for us?
1278 Holly Avenue is set for summer judgment hearing on December 16th.
Thank you.
1278 Holly, and that was December
December
16th.
16th. We also had, the Chipley Course bifurcated trial date on liability. It is November 6th, that's Thursday.
Is there a particular time for that one?
It's scheduled for all day.
All day?
So 9 o'clock.
Anything else, Attorney? Anything from the council for Attorney Jordan? Thank you. CRA report?
Just a couple of things there. I'm excited to tell you guys we have identified a candidate and have made offer, and she's accepted. Her name is Shirley Prado, to take over the CRA in the chamber. She's in the process of moving to Washington County. I will send Miss Patty a resume so you guys can review it for our next county board meeting. Bring her to that. She is attending this week the CRA conference in South Florida. So she has some experience with CRA, and so we are excited that she has that and awareness of what to do. So Miss Patty got to meet her the other day, and I think you guys will love her and the direction and vigor that she brings to the community of Washington County.
And what's her name again?
Shirley Prado. Just a couple highlights. We've wrapped up the fiscal year. All the grants have been closed out. We currently have opened up the next grant cycle. We have 2 or 3, I believe, Jerry had said. And so we look forward to working with Ms. Shirley as we go into 2026. Any questions?
I do the right building, they're just east of Chipley Station.
Mhm.
I've asked about that since January. Where are they with that? I mean, nothing gets done to the exterior. It looks awful, and what are they doing with it?
I'll talk with Jared Martin and let you know on that.
And if I may comment on that, please. So they have submitted their documentation to the CRA. So I don't know at this point that it is a CRA issue as much as it is just trying to determine at what point we're going to complete the project. So we're trying to look into that further to see and trying to get some type of a timeline from them. I know that they are continuing to work on the building, they just are making slow progress, but they are making progress. So, I was told by the tenant next to them that their building was painted. Back when Chipley Station was being built, it was painted, is what the contractor at that, actually one of the owners stated to me. But they did not, maybe they didn't paint it to what everybody's
Well, they just
satisfaction
sprayed
would
and left the windows, and
Yeah,
it's
they're
a
not-
light spray, but
and they
how long
weren't
has that been going on? When was their grant? How many years ago has
be.
that been?
Their grant was, I don't wanna comment because I'm not sure of that right offhand, but, I don't know if the grant covered painting the exterior of the building. I need to look at that and see. And
We-
as Mr. Horvath said, he can check further into that with Jerry. But as far as the project itself, they actually paid in full their loan that they had with CRA, so they, right now, that's not, that's no longer an issue. And then it's really just trying to find out again what their timeline is for completing the building.
No, it's an issue for the people around them that try to get,
I agree.
you know.
If we
And
could
if I
get
can't
that,
get an answer and it's been 9 months, you know.
We'll let you know. We'll get with Jared Martin. We'll send you some information on that.
Thank you.
thank you. Any other questions for CRA? We appreciate that
Next
timeline and
month,
those
yeah.
answers.
Look forward to bringing Ms. Prado here.
Thank you.
Mayor may excuse, gotta go to a soccer game.
Absolutely, sir. The third one is fire department report. And, maybe Chief this is his night to also meet with his team, but, do we have any questions in regards to fire department?
I thought it looked good.
Yeah, then we'll tell him, that everything's, well, if nothing else from council, we'll go to the fourth one, which is code enforcement report. And of course, Ms. Tanner will have to speak up for that one, for 4 and 5, if that's okay.
Just, do you have any questions specific to?
Specific to code enforcement, any questions from the council on code enforcement?
Who will be handling this?
Got one question.
We, until, later this week, next week, we're really not gonna know,
Okay.
what we will be dealing with moving forward. So once we determine that, then we'll figure that out.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, you said you had a question about code enforcement?
Yes.
If you'll state your name and address, we may already have you on our agenda, I just need to be
Michael
clear.
Taylor, 777 West Boulevard.
Yes, sir, we have you on the agenda, so no, we don't have him on the agenda?
No,
Seven
we
seven
did
seven.
not put you on the agenda because there was, I believe the code enforcement officer last week reached out to Mr. Brown and spoke with him about some things that still needed to be
He
addressed.
spoke to me and he
And-
said to
okay.
come on and ask.
Okay, because under normal circumstances, the council will not discuss the forgiveness of the fines until the property's cleaned up. So that's why we waited to put you on the agenda until you were able to get that completed. But you're more than welcome to discuss it with the council. I just wanted to let you know why you were not on the agenda.
I guess I have to be put on the agenda next month or something. I'm trying to get the waves fee.
The fees waived. And that's perfectly fine, and that way we will have all the documentation that we need to be able to address or talk about it or discuss intelligently and make a decision. So it does give you at least within 30 more days to go ahead and do those things to come in compliance, and then we'll be able to address it for our next month's meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
And
you,
once
sir.
you're complete, then we can come out there and take pictures and have the pictures that we will be able to present to the council for them to review.
It's a lot of miscommunication, because I was told something
Yeah.
else,
Sure, no
and,
problem.
I'm not, trying to be ugly about anything, I'm just trying to do the right steps, and it is confusing.
Sure. no
Yes, sir.
problem.
Thank
No
you.
problem at all.
Mr. Taylor, can you tell me your address again? I know it was West Boulevard.
777
West Boulevard. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Just wanted to be clear. Thank you. Anything else for code enforcement? Okay, then, yes, ma'am? Okay, if you'll come to the podium here, state your name and address for the record.
I'm Kathy Hartzog. The address is 1478 1471 Railroad Avenue.
Yes, so we do have you listed under our agenda as agenda item number 4. So we'll deal with you under agenda item number 4. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. All right. We'll move to number 5, planning and zoning. Any questions about our busy month? No questions? Okay, then we'll go to our number 6, our police department report.
How are y'all?
Great, thank you.
I think the report normally gets pretty straightforward.
Mhm.
I think I was looking at the numbers of the last 3 months. I think we've written somewhere around 2,000 warnings,
It's a lot.
225 citations or so, of which about 60 of those were criminal citations for things like driving without a license, suspend a license, or revoke. Had about 72 arrests. We did get some good news concerning a couple of grants. I think one's gonna get covered later. But we did get a grant through FDLE that we were notified this morning that we've been awarded. So we should be able to procure quite a bit of needed equipment at that.
That's wonderful.
Everything is
Y'all keep
moving
up the good
forward.
work. You're doing good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, they're talking about you on Facebook. You're doing the right thing.
Amen.
Any other questions from council? Thank you, chief.
Thank you.
Number 7 is public works. Mr. Lane?
We're right in the middle of Christmas lights and getting ready for the parade.
Yes, we saw.
And they started, yesterday, the contractor showed up and started on the Peach Street lift station. So if y'all remember some of that, we're gonna help out with the reduced cost on that. So we've got guys splitting duty, running over there helping them on the team.
Yes. Any questions for Mr. Lane from his report? Thank you all for your hard work. Thank you. Number 8 is Recreation Department, and, let's see. He's got his report in here. He's not here, so Ms. Tanner, if there's any questions, you can address it back in regards to recreation.
I see he got him some help.
Yes, yes. He hired Mr. Antonio Shackelford.
Yes.
And, he worked with the city part-time, many years
Yes.
ago,
Yeah.
when I first started
Sure.
here. And, so now he's back with the city full-time.
Good.
And Brock City's doing a great job.
Excellent. Any questions? Okay, then we'll move to, number 9, Water Utilities Department Report. Mr. Cook?
Y'all have any questions about the report?
No, you just pending a receipt of the part, so,
Yes. It's 14, 16 weeks
outside of that, any other questions? If not, we thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Number 10 is the Finance Department report. Ms. Rickshire. We've got your report in front of us.
Any questions?
Any questions from council?
No, I'm just, the number of door knockers keeps going down. Is Patty got you on some kind of program, the number?
She runs type shift.
That shit.
Very good.
They
It just
really,
varies monthly, just depends.
they've been kinda low though, that's good.
Yeah, door knockers may indicate we've gotten some people on a consistent pattern, perhaps. Maybe things is
We hope.
Maybe, we
Cool,
hope
better.
so.
okay. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt.
Just communicating a little bit.
Sure. Offering more ways to do
Yes.
things, so it can only help.
Yes.
Yep.
Any questions from council? Any? If not, thank you. Final report, city administrator.
Mayor and council, I just highlighted a few updates, I'll be quick about this. The Bennett Drive improvements, the construction contracts, and the CEI contracts are on the agenda for approval this month. And the Northwest Stormwater System Restoration, which is the Griffin Road project, the construction contract is on the agenda for approval this month. The Chipley Monkoven building,
First National. Bank.
First National Bank building is, the change order for phase 3 was approved last month and the work has begun
Yeah.
on that. Chipley Peach Street lift station improvements, as Mr. Lane stated, the construction on this project started yesterday, and they are going to be assisting with that project throughout. The citywide flooding resiliency, the citywide flooding resiliency improvements project is also on Peach Street, but it is the drainage project, and the construction was, as of this report, about 30% complete, but now 50% complete. As of this week, we found out.
Very good.
And we did reapply for Jim Trewick Park Phase 10 for that grant. So
It's 10,
hopefully,
11, 12.
hopefully the legislature will approve the funding for the park grants this year. And we did get approved for funding for the DOT MSCOP grant for Pecan. So that will work in conjunction with the legislative appropriations that we received, because that project is overall about $1.844 million. And that will be from South Boulevard north to Church. And the COPS hiring grant, we found out, was approved.
Yes.
That's
So
wonderful.
that will allow, and that's what Chief Richter was referring to, the other grant. It was approved. We really did not know what to expect with that grant. It's not an easy grant to get, so it worked out great for the city of Chipley, and we will be hiring 2 new additional officers with that funding.
Good.
Who did the grant work for that?
Actually, it's not a very difficult grant process. It's a very timely grant process because there's a lot of questions asked, but Mike, just like with any grant that we have done for the police department, he writes the narrative for it, and then, along with that, there's a lot of other questions asked that he has to answer and I have to answer, but, as far as the narrative and all, he was responsible for that, so
Very good.
Thank you.
he did a great job, so.
Thank you.
Put grant writer on his shirt too then.
Sure.
Keep doing
Now,
it.
is that something we can apply for every year, or?
No, that's actually a 5-year grant, so
Okay.
they give you they give you a maximum amount of $125,000 over a 3-year period for each officer. The city has to match the difference, and then you have to retain those officers for 5 years, which we do not plan on doing away with those positions. Now
Right.
that we're going to get them, we're gonna do everything we possibly can to, keep those positions. also applied for, as Chief said, an FDLE grant where funding came up unexpectedly, and was it around $60,000 of equipment that he's going to be able to purchase, through that grant. And we applied for the downtown beautification grant for $153,460, which the council approved last month to submit, so. And I think that's all of the updates, unless you have any other questions.
Can we do like a press release on those grant awards and just so the public knows that,
And I plan to, but
Okay.
I'm waiting for specific amounts,
All right.
dollar figures, because, for instance, on the DOT grant, the MSCOP, we do not have dollar figures
Right.
yet. So once we receive those, we'll do a press release on all of them that we have.
Perfect.
and-
that's just a lot of good news that I think
Yes,
Yep.
the
absolutely.
city needs to hear.
I was going to release the MSCOP when it first was, identified that we had received it, but we don't have a dollar
Right.
figure. I'd rather include the dollar figure on it.
And our governor does a great job of press releases when they offer something or give us something for our community, so they do one as well. Very good, good news today. We're gonna move to our consent agenda items, but for those department heads that, want to stay, you can, but if not, you're free to leave. We'll go to our consent agenda item, there's 12. I'll read them by title. The first one is resolution number 26-02. Number 2 is resolution number 26-03. And maybe I need to give an explanation aside them. Okay, 26-02, the first one is the natural gas rate schedule. The second one, resolution number 26-03, water and sewer rate schedule. Number 3, resolution number 26-04, water and sewer tap and impact fee schedule. Number 4 is resolution number 26-05, FDOT utility work by highway contractor agreement. Number 5 is resolution number 26-06, agreement for sale and purchase of real property, Kingdom Come LLC. Number 6, bid number 2025-04, construction agreement, and that's FC Northwest Stormwater System Restoration Griffin Road Drainage Improvement Project, Gulf Coast Utility Contractors of Panama City. Number 7 is bid number 2025-05, construction agreement, FDOT MSCOP Bennett Drive Resurfacing Project, Anderson, Columbia. Number 8, RFQ number 2025-05, Professional Services Agreement, FDOT MSCOP Bennett Drive Resurfacing Project, CEI Services, All Day Howell. Number 9, request for development order and certificate of appropriateness for redevelopment, 1357 Brickyard Road, Nolan Properties. Number 10, special event application, Art Cadu, 2026, Early Learning Coalition of Northwest Florida. Number 11, special event application, First Baptist Church Fall Festival. Number 12, resolution number 26-07, Department of Justice, Office of Community Oriented Policing Services, COPS Grant Award. You have heard all 12 consent agenda item. What is the pleasure of the board?
I move approval of all 12.
I'll second it.
Moved second, any discussion about the 12? If not, all in favor by saying aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. We'll move to our agenda item. The first one is resolution number 26-01.
Mayor and Council, resolution number 26-01, Florida City Government Week. This resolution will recognize October 20th through 26th, 2025 as Florida City Government Week, where the city of Chipley encourages all citizens, city government officials, and employees to participate in events that recognize and celebrate Florida City Government Week.
Do I have a motion from the board?
Move approval.
Second.
Moved and second, call for discussion, any discussion? If not, all in favor by saying aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Agenda item number 2, special event application.
Mayor and council, special event application for Rolac Middle School fundraiser. Rolac Middle School would like to hold a fundraiser in the city parking lot located at the corner of State Road 77 and State Road 90 on Friday, October 17th, 2025, from 11:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Kona Ice Band will be set up for this event, utilizing 2 parking spaces as indicated on the attached map. As part of the fundraiser, Kona Ice has agreed to contribute 25% of all sales to support the Rolac Middle School Student Council. The fundraiser is scheduled for the same day as the homecoming parade. Kona Ice has submitted a copy of their liability insurance for the event.
I so move that we allow it.
I second.
Move second, any discussion? All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Agenda item number 3, special event application.
Mayor and council, special event application for Chipley Station Car Show. Chipley Station is requesting approval for a temporary road closure on Saturday, November 22nd, 2025, from 4 o'clock p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. to host a car show. The requested closure includes 7th Street from the business alleyway on the south side of Chipley Station to Railroad Avenue. The event will utilize the Capital City Bank parking lot, parking spaces in front of Chipley Station, and parking in front of the Farmers Market on 7th Street. Special event insurance will be submitted prior to the event, and the reason they're requesting the road closure is for safety purposes, because the last time they had a car show at Capital City Bank parking lot, there was a lot of traffic, and just to, now with them also utilizing the parking across the street and at the Chipley Station, it would definitely be safer if the road closure took place.
Do I have a-
I'll move approval pending the submission of the event insurance.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Move second, any further discussion? All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Agenda item number 4 is code fines 1471 South Railroad Avenue. We have Miss Kathy Hartzog that's here.
Mrs. Kathy Hartzog is requesting for the fines to be dropped for property that her son owns located at 1471 South Railroad Avenue. As of August 19th, 2025, the property had fines that total $85,200, and attorney fees as of July 31st, 25 total $4,817.54. And Mrs. Kathy Hartzog is present to speak with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, me and my brother is willing to clean it up and tear the house down, but we don't wanna do it and it be took away. So, and my son is in prison, so he can't do anything about it. He couldn't none of the time. He's in prison for a while.
Okay.
So, my brother is James Barnes. He used to be the captain with the sheriff's department, and we're willing to go in there and clean it up and tear the house down, but like I say, we don't wanna do it and it be taken away. So if it's gonna be taken away, we're not gonna do anything.
What do you think your time frame would be on cleaning it up and tearing it down?
I don't really know. He's got to get up with somebody to do it.
Okay.
It's our home place is the reason we're interested in it. We were raised there.
Sure.
And my son won't be out for a long time to come.
Okay.
Mayor and council, I believe the reason Mrs. Hartzog is coming to the council prior to cleaning up is because she wants to see if there is the possibility of the fines being waived if she does comply with what is requested of her in cleaning the property up. Normally, I realize we would have the cleanup done and then request the fines to be waived. However, in this case, it's her son's property, is that
Right.
correct? And so to put forth the expense to clean it up and then find out that it's still going to be taken away was questionable. So we went ahead and put her on the agenda so she could discuss it with the council.
Well,
There's no schedule for cleanup, and that's usually kind of a requirement, you know?
she's trying to clean it up, and you said, and tear down the house
My brother said
itself?
he'd hire, I can't think of his name, Griffin.
Griffin.
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
He has more money than I do.
Okay.
But then we've got the attorney's fees that we normally don't waive.
Yeah, I don't think you know, the fees, the attorney fees are the attorney fees, but the 85,000, where the fees continue to keep accumulating, cause there's a per day charge.
And Mrs. Hartzog, how that would work is if the council decided to waive the fines, then the attorney fees would still be due. And as of July 31st, they were $4,817.54. Once those are paid in full, then the lien release would be done by Attorney Jordan. So that's kind of how that process
And the attorney
works.
would need to be paid the $4,000.
The city would need to be paid the attorney fees that we've paid out to the attorney. Yes, ma'am.
So I know in the past, I think what we've done is once the property was cleaned up and done, then we came back to the table and addressed the fines.
Okay.
I can't speak for the rest of the council. I know for me, the city doesn't want the property. So I have no interest in coming after it to take it. We're not in the
Well,
real
I need
estate
to
business.
discuss it with my brother as
Right.
well, because he's the one that would be putting out the most money.
So what we've done in the past is, once it's cleaned up, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mayor, once it's cleaned up, then we come back, because the 85,200 is something we could easily waive. The attorney's fees, on the other hand, is something that we've actually expended from the city standpoint. So I wouldn't have a problem if once it got cleaned up, with the understanding that we're not,
Stop the fees as of this date, and don't add any more fees to it.
For the attorney.
And then let.
I would be fine with stopping the fees once the demo work began. So once we saw them on the property and they were actually actively cleaning it up, then I'd be in favor of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the one on Main Street, remember, they were supposed to have cleaned it up, and it's still, the house isn't finished. It's been almost 3 years now.
I think
So I
what
think
we-
you have
We're
to-
talking about this one.
I know, but I think you have to look
I
at
agree
the,
with him, though. If the work starts and then stop
Yeah.
the fees.
Yeah. Because our goal is for it to be cleaned up.
Yeah.
I don't
But-
want to take anybody's property.
I'd like to see it cleaned up at their
Right.
home place. We'd like
Right.
to see it cleaned up too, me and my brother as well. But we don't wanna invest money in it and then lose it.
No, I
No.
know.
I mean, it's
Right,
still my son's
absolutely.
property, we're not gonna own it. It's still gonna be my son's, but I can keep it cleaned up maybe after that,
After the house is.
So is
whenever he gets done. I
this
don't know.
something we can table with the understanding that they work with you to get us a date of when the cleanup is gonna happen? Because I know that's gonna be a process in itself, just setting up all that.
I believe the last time we had a case like this, I believe, Attorney Jordan, will you correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe she asked that you vote, if you wanted the waves to stop today, then she asked that you vote to do that, to approve that. And then keep in mind also that until such time that it's cleaned up and Mrs. Hartzog comes back to get it approved by the council, and the council approves to abate the foreclosure, that's at the point that the foreclosure would stop. Is that correct, Attorney Jordan?
Right, I would ask y'all to, if that's your desire, for today to abate the fines. We had this set for a final hearing this summer when Ms. Hartog reached out.
Sure.
It's ready for judgment otherwise.
Well-
The case is 3 years old.
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It took us a long time to track down this stuff.
One of the things I think would help, also, I know your brother is, I know that you all don't wanna do anything prior to doing, if we're willing, I think you kinda can hear that we're willing to try to work, but we also need to know that he's gonna be willing, because, I don't know if you've gotten prices on what that all is gonna cost, and I don't know if, when we leave here, if he says, oh, that's a lot, I'm not gonna be able to do that, so I would've liked a unified come together today to say,
After I
we're
talk to
willing.
him, is there somebody I can call or whatever?
Yeah, Patty.
Yeah, I think we need to know that, because, you know, getting it cleaned up, getting it tore down, and then we can come back in
So,
and consider the
Michelle, can
fees.
we vote tonight to stop the foreclosure process and not the fees, just stop the foreclosure until this is
Yeah,
situated?
I haven't taken any action on this
Okay,
Okay,
since July, but if you wanna make that your vote, that's fine.
And the fees, please reference which fees, we're
Right.
talking on the fines
talking
per day, or we're talking about
fines per
any,
day.
okay, fines per day. Cause they can keep adding up, but if
Right.
we're willing to take them away, we're gonna still take them away, but yes, let's vote on that specifically. I think,
So I'll make a motion that we cease the foreclosure notice at this time with the understanding that the property is to be cleaned up, and at which time then come back to the council and we address the fees
Mhm.
at that time.
I do need a timeframe because,
Mm-hmm.
because we had this set for final hearing, we will have to update the court, except final hearing in July, so we'll have to update. the
Well,
court.
it's not a huge place to clean up.
Can we give 'em
I mean,
3
6 weeks or,
90 days.
With a little left
They're-
under, with a little over half acre, not quite.
I would be in
60?
favor of 90 days
90?
just because
90?
of the scheduling of trying to get somebody up there
At,
to do
at
it.
the holiday season.
Right,
I'll
so I'll
second that.
amend with that 90-day timeframe.
I'll second that motion with the 90-day time frame in there.
Okay. We'll call for discussion. Any further discussion about this this particular case? If not, all in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. If you'll just make contact with Ms. Tanner and we'll,
And just keep her informed.
and keep her informed on that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hartzog.
Thank y'all for being willing to clean it up.
Absolutely. Agenda item number 5 is the Blue Star Memorial Marker rededication.
Mayor and Council, Blue Star Memorial Marker rededication, Chipley Garden Club members Stacy and Michael Hanson. And Mrs. Hanson is
Hey.
present to discuss this.
How are you? So we just wanted to give you a quick update. Everything seems to be going along really well, and we just want to make sure, Mayor, that you would be willing to speak. It should be a shorter program because a lot of our veterans and the ROTC have prior commitments, so we're gonna kind of move it along. But we're anticipating a pretty good crowd. We will be here the day before in the afternoon with the Patriot Guard riders to set up flags and everything and have it all set up, so we're very excited.
thank you. This is gonna be
November
nice.
11th.
Yes, November 11th, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm gonna throw a note in there. How long do we think this event's gonna be? I have a flight scheduled that morning, but I'm gonna change it. 1 hour?
1 hour.
Okay. Yikes. Okay.
So does that need approval?
I think
think
it's
it's just-
already just a
Perfect.
scheduled
Yeah, we already-
event.
I think
We
we're
already agreed to it. Number 6, Hometown Heroes Banner Program.
I do not see Mr. Holland this evening, however, he reached out to me and asked that we, look into the possibility of starting a Hometown Heroes banner program. And, the Hometown Heroes banner program honors past and present members of the armed forces. Banners would be for current and former residents of Chipley who must have served in any of the following branches of service: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, or National Guard. Each banner would feature the individual's photo, name, branch of service, and/or credentials, and that would be dependent upon size of banner, because as you see in the photos, banners in other areas, they're on larger light poles, so our banners may not be able to be as large. And they would be sponsored by the individuals and/or businesses and installed by the city. So I'm gonna give you a couple of examples. I believe the city of Lynn Haven, puts theirs up from Memorial Day through Veterans Day, and they keep them up during that time frame. And they put them, at City Hall, in different areas, government buildings. In our case, we have the light poles downtown, so if the council chose to put them all downtown, we would do that. Of course, we would have a fixed number that we would be able to do, because we only have so many poles they could go on. We also have the option to put any here at City Hall on the light poles, if you wanted to do that.
Or on Railroad Avenue, on the railroad.
Railroad and Main Street is what I was figuring, and, what we could, we have time. I seeing this started by this Veterans Day. But this is a program that we are going to have to, one, put a resolution in place, a policy in place, and then we also, it's going to take anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks to have banners made once they are ordered. So we're going to have to advertise it, get people to, request for their family member or their hero to have a flag, a banner made. So I figured that we could get all of this done if the council was in agreement to want to move forward with this, and we could start putting them out next
Memorial.
Memorial Day in the end of May. So I'm not
So
sure.
Just logistics question, so would people buy the banner for that year and then we give it back, or, because if that's the case, you're gonna run out of poles if you just have the same people every year?
Yeah, well, what most places do is they have banners and, for as long as those banners last, and then obviously the people can either purchase them, re-sponsor them, or we can come up with different guidelines. If the council wants to be able to give, say we have 50 available, and the council wants to, and we fill it up 50, and then we start getting a waiting list for the following year, then we could rotate them yearly.
That was my question. Could
I
we
don't know
rotate
how
it?
many we'll get, but if it did turn into a large number, then we always have that option to try to rotate them. But we could even rotate them
In the year from,
during that time.
yeah.
So,
Right.
no, we don't want Public Works out there every month changing them.
Right.
We maybe split it in half and did a
Right.
few months, and then the other few months have the other set of banners up.
And then
Okay.
when we take them down, the city would store 'em.
Yes, we would store them and we would put them back up.
So,
We would have the cost of the banner, and usually what I'm seeing with these other entities is they're adding just a small amount on top of it, and that would be for us to put them up and take them down each year.
Okay.
and those are through sponsorships by individuals or
Yes,
businesses.
Right.
sponsorships, and, there's, the fees could run anywhere from $80 to $125. It just depends, and these are larger banners. Our smaller banners might not be as costly, so.
And would we have to buy the hardware and all that would
It's already there
be
We have,
used?
we have
It's-
the hardware on the poles.
for the city,
On
our
every
blue
pole
ones.
though? I'm talking about every pole. You're talking about every pole
Probably not
downtown.
every pole, and I think
we
we
still
would need
got
to
'em.
stick with probably only putting them on possibly every other pole. We might, depending on the way the poles sit, be able to put 2 on each pole if they're the smaller banners, 1 on each side. But that upfront cost would be minimal
Okay,
compared to, because it would last. Those supplies would last
Yeah.
us.
And then would the people come here and order them, and y'all would order, or what?
Yes.
Okay.
We
That or
would-
be on, have an online link to it,
I'm sorry.
an online link, so
Yes,
people,
we
if they're
would be
not,
able to do that, yes.
they're not in town or something.
Very good. Do we need more than just discussion on this? Do we need to go ahead to vote to implement this to
You don't
take
have
place?
to vote tonight to
Okay.
implement it, because we will have to put a resolution
Resolution
in place,
together.
since there is,
All right.
since we do have donations coming in, so we need to do a resolution for that. And also, we'll have a policy that we'll put together for it, so we will bring it back to the city council. If you all agree, we would like to see this happen.
Yeah,
then
I
we'll-
would.
I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
When I go through,
Eufaula.
Eufaula,
Eufaula's had
it's
them for years.
beautiful to
Yeah.
see that there. I didn't pay attention if it was every pole, but I'm able to actually
It's every
see,
pole.
I can actually see the people.
And according to how many we get, we may have to do every poll.
Might have to, yes.
Sure. Very good. Well, that's all the agenda items that we have. I think everybody, Attorney Jordan, we're good. Mr. Blunt.
Good.
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 Yes, ma'am.
Mayor and council, I wanted to just make the council aware that project downtown Chipley has canceled the fall block party for this month. It's possible she will reschedule it for November, but right now we definitely have Thursday night lights that'll be on November 20th.
Okay.
But the fall block party itself will be canceled for this month. There are other businesses downtown that will still participate as they normally would on their own properties, as far as the merchants being open late.
So next week's Where is next week's?
Can we have a reason why?
For personal reasons.
Okay, and it is what it is. We thank them for what they do, when they're able to do it. Just a reminder for Friday, Chipley High School Parade, we need to meet at 12. The parade starts at 12:30.
We're gonna meet it over there at the parking lot.
Yes, ma'am, at Chipley High School. All right, that's all we have. This meeting's adjourned.
Recording stopped.